Today we're testing the Geforce GTX 1070 in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You can see that the card was released in 2016, so it's a 6-year-old card, almost to the day. We have the latest nVIDIA drivers installed, 512.95. This is an 8GB GDDR5 VRAM card, and we are pairing it with a Ryzen 9 5900X with 16GB of DDR4 memory running at 3600 MHz. So our first test will be at 1080p with everything on auto. You can see that the game set everything to high by default. So let's see how it goes. So for our test, we are going to play against bots because I'm just not good enough to play against real players. And you can see our frames per second is actually very high. This is a very decent high refresh rate experience. Maybe I can kill someone. I'm not so sure about that. I died already. This is me controlling a bot. We got one kill. This time we're going to go in with real weapons. See how it goes. Don't hold your breath though. You can see that the frame time graph is actually very consistent. We did see a little bit of a dip in the 0.1% lows. I don't know what's up with Counter-Strike when it comes to that. Even on my 12700K with the 3070, I do see those occasional dips. So I don't think it's anything to do with the card, but more to do with the game engine. And we actually won without me firing a single shot. Okay, so we ran into all the bots here, and we managed to kill 4 of them. And we did not get the ace. But I think you get the idea. We got an average of 340 frames per second. 1% lows are pretty respectable. It's just the 0.1% lows that would indicate some stuttering. But as I said, I think that's got more to do with the game engine than the performance of the PC. And we managed to get our ace, although it's not with the same character. So let's bump up the resolution to 1440p. Alright, we are now at 1440p, and we are still getting above 300 frames per second. Well, at times, during gunfights, it drops down to about 240 or so. Still a very high refresh rate experience, even at 1440p, which is quite good, unlike my aim. Let's see if we can kill another 1 or 2. I saw them, yeah, there we go. And there's the last one, I believe. There we go. So getting an average of 290 frames per second, give or take. That's actually very good for a 6-year-old card. But then again, Counter-Strike is very easy to run. It's not the most demanding game, and it is an esports title. So obviously it's been optimized for high frame rates. So the experience at 1440p is actually very, very good. So let's try 4K now. Unfortunately, the game crashes with every resolution change. I think it's because I've got Afterburner running in the background. So we had to restart the game. Even with the previous 1440p run, we had to restart the game. But we are now running at 4K, still on the auto preset, so everything is still set to high. And we are still getting a high refresh rate experience. The frame rate does seem to drop a little bit when your friends are in view, but still, it's a very, very good experience even at 4K. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. No, it shouldn't be. The 1070 was actually one of the best cards that came out back then in 2016, and it is still one of my personal favorite cards to ever be released. And we'll just kill them from behind. Seems to be a lot easier. Alright, and there you have it. You can still play Counter-Strike Global Offensive at 4K with the GTX 1070. It is still a very high refresh rate experience. I would highly recommend you play at 1080p or 1440p though, just to get the highest FPS and also the lowest input latency. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.